I got a quest giver over here. Let's see what they want.
Hello. Forgive my confusion, but have we met? I arrived on the island several months ago, or so the villagers tell me. Putting this nasty bump on my head.
Nasty
Tricky
bump.
business memory. When you have it, you forget it's there. Once it's gone, you forget, well, everything. Even now, I came out here for some reason I can't recall. All I have to show for my time is this map. Little good it will do me here.
Ma'am, you seem to be missing an eye and a hand, and your head is all bandaged up. I think it's not just a little bump.
My name is Aubrey, but that is all I remember. The other villagers say they found me nearly drowned in the waters of Scuttle Beach. I am almost certain he is the reason I'm here. He's known for sinking vessels that stray near the island. The other villagers advise me to stay near Cape Solace, but I can't help it. There's something in my nature that craves exploration. They are a determined people, driven to tame the elements with nothing but the strong grip of their fingers, the will in their hearts. Sea or stone, they will batter down obstacles to reach their goals. Make no mistake about that. I'm not sure how I came to be here, or why I was in the area to begin with. I detest that. The questions. Well, it's not a whole map, not really, more of a scrap of parchment. I found it among these debris. But why was I looking through them in the first place? For salvage? For tortoise eggs or crabs? For shells? Maybe it's a map leading to buried treasure. I'd say it's Diverga by the lettering and the designs, but I don't even know why I'd say such a thing. What's a Diverga? I don't know. I can hardly remember my name most mornings. If you look closely at the corners of the parchment, you'll see that it seems to have been torn from a larger whole.
Yep.
Perhaps into many separate pieces.
We already have one of the pieces.
Please do, it's yours. What good is a map on an island with no boats? If I come upon any more, you're welcome to them. That is, if I remember who you are. Don't ask me. Most mornings I need to be reminded of my own name. My advice isn't exactly reliable.
That's a good point. Best of luck to you, Aubrey. Oh, that's a thresh. Was that? Oh yeah, that was a litany that we just got. Okay. This is like threshers don't usually drop raidable scrolls, so I'm guessing that was consumable. Zephyrin, who are you?
I never found a shipwreck that didn't have something of value on board.
You're a scavenger, got it.
I used to sail on an Alpha wreck recovery ship, until one day we were shipwrecked too. Ever since then I've lived on this island. I'm fond of Patty, many of us are, but it's hard to know how much of him is hot air. It's not that I don't like being at Cape Solace, I just prefer to be on the move, and nabbing the salvages while they're fresh. Where once there was just Alfar, now sprouts two races, the Loselfar and the Dokelfar. There was no big rift, just some who wanted to live one way and others another. We are still more alike than not, but that will change as we continue to drift further apart. Be wary.
Alright. So, you're a decent chap. You don't have any quests for me. Too bad. Severin's log. Let's have a look. Alpha Warship 3. This wreck was in pieces. Hard to tell if it was even a ship once. The captain was still alive, at least for a little bit. Apparently they were on leave from Melson Shear, headed back to Vafir. They never made it back, but at least they won't have to fight anymore. Red Legion Sloop 2. The Red Legion aren't the feared pirates they once were, but they still frequent the Frostbreak Sea. It appears this one had been attacked by a Dwergen raider, as the wood was scorched by dwarven fire. There were no survivors. Marsarial Circus Ship 1. I'd only seen this ship in person as a boy, but for some reason this circus ship wandered this far north. The bright colors painted onto its wood gave it away. There were no survivors, but there was a case of wine, which I've hidden safely away for future use. Gnomish Trireme 2. Another scholarship washed ashore. Whatever they were hoping to research will just have to remain a mystery a little bit longer. I found piles upon piles of notes and books, but nothing valuable. I've been using the paper to keep my fire going these last few nights. Oh, somewhere a librarian is crying and they don't know why. Too bad. Almain Sojourner 1. When I found the wreck there were a dozen survivors, but the dead kill got the jump on me. I narrowly escaped with my life, but can't say the same for the settlers. Arcane Karak 1. It's always a bit dangerous sifting through the wreck of a mage ship. Magical traps abound. Fortunately, I didn't lose any fingers, and I did manage to find a nice wand. I think I'll see if I can trade it to someone in Cape Solace for something more useful. Dwergen Vader 3. This wreck had actually been here quite a while. Might even have been from around the time that Dwergar settled the island. Plenty of sea steel aboard, which I can give to Paddy in case he ever does manage to reclaim the keep. Okay. Well, we did manage to reclaim the keep, so hope he will make good use of it. Where is it? Did I already read this? This book outlines the tenets of the Scion, describing how the incoming Scion should prepare for her new life. Section 12, the tenets. Bearing the weight of the divine is a burden like no other, and while the true secrets of Akara are not known to us, his intentions are clear. He wishes only safety and contentment for us, his people. This island is his realm, and the castaways are his charges. Because his hand is not present before us, it rests on the Scion to listen. We hear the words of the Master and make them known to his kin. As the offering ceremony nears, heed these words, future Scions. Know that you are not alone. Many of your days will be touched by loneliness and by fits of fear. Do not despair. Akara shares every burden, as do your family members and loved ones in the village. This trial will not last forever, and it is one we all must share as a community and as a chosen people. In preparation for the offering, it is wise to meditate on the following tenets. 1. Akara's wisdom gives direction. Scions are chosen by the will of Akara, selected by him and put forth as candidates to the community. The candidates are then discussed at length by the elders of the village until one is chosen and confirmed. From that day forth, this individual will be expected to act in a manner becoming one of his or her station. 2. The candidate must prepare. Soul deep fasting has long been a place of refuge for the devout. Use it. Meditate on the task ahead. Pray to Akara and seek out his voice. When you hear it, heed his words. Stay close to the Watchers. There are many on this island that will wish to harm you. Prepare, and you need not fear. 3. Prepare for the end. The life of the Scion is not eternal. At the end of every generation, Akara will require a new seed. Mortals age, change, and die. That is their nature. When the time comes, the Scion will be called by Akara to step down and be replaced. Then she will be expected to leave the island, seeking out a new life among others of the wider world, always Akara's representative. Time for a new Scion has come. Okay, so the Scions actually get to leave the island, but only at the end of their service. Oh, and this book is unreadable because it needs to be translated by somebody who can actually speak Dwergen. Okay. Alright, let's see who has a quest for us over here.
Listen to me. You have to listen.
I'm listening.
She's in there. Angerad is in there and she won't come out. We have to do something, please.
What did she do?
The unthinkable. She made a bargain with the pirate king himself. Dead Kel. For years, Angerad has yearned for her life back in Drithia. Her days were spent in silence, her nights in a pool of tears. But I never thought she would turn to him. I tried to stop her, I did, but she won't listen to me. We've been friends for 3 years, but that means nothing to her now.
What was the bargain?
Island legend says that Mudhold is where dead Kel creates his fair Gorta crew with the help of a wizard. I'm not sure exactly. Nina Malloy has probably been there, but where hasn't she been on this rock?
I'll deal with her.
She's taken refuge underground in the crumbling remains of Mudhold fasting. The things she is doing there, you can't imagine. Be careful. Angerad is a delicate creature, and something deep inside of her is shattered. She would not listen to reason, and that makes her dangerous. I don't know how to thank you.
I have a feeling she's not going to be anywhere near delicate.
I've met a lot of people in my time, and few of them are as genuine and reliable as that group of castaways. I was a fool. Accepted an offer from the Alpha Merchant Navy. They were looking for brave souls to capture dead Kel and bring him to justice. I was only a boy then, stupid, weak. Within days I was a castaway, which is more than I ever was before. The villagers in Cape Solace call him the Fallen One, and for good reason. Whatever he desires, he takes. Whoever he despises, he kills. If those are not the qualities of the damned, I don't know what are. I won't deny it. My life on Gallows End is better than the one I left behind. It's peaceful, beautiful, and I have a purpose. The only reason I ever think about leaving is because of Angerad. The misery casts a pall over everything. Be careful.
Alright. Let's go in there and let's go find her. Oh, we got a lore stone in here. Nice.
Cycle the second, the Alfar. You would not enjoy the awkward scrambles needed to traverse this isle, my love. They are treacherous. I must resemble the tumblers we witnessed in Sun Camp all those many nights ago, reeling and twisting. The Arathi were not the only inhabitants of Gallows End, though surely the oldest. Natural caverns in the north and south boast evidence of a variety of other visitors, both man and beast. Alfar weapons and armor litter the beaches, treasures for the taking. They too seem to have departed in haste. It is a troubling trend. What is terrorizing everyone? Give my good wishes to the Templars, dear Netta. As always, you are in my thoughts.
You mean aside from the dead undead pirate and potentially evil god with his cult? What else could there possibly be? Also, we apparently have Niskaru on this island, so you know.
What do you want? Don't you know that dead Kel will kill you if he finds you scurrying around in his tunnels? You should have better sense. Better sense than me, at the very least.
Who are you?
Ankarat Glindower. Why? Who are you? You may not believe it to gaze upon me, but I was once a civilized person. A wife. A mother. A mage. All that was taken from me when I awoke on Gallows End. Years I've wasted here. Years I will never recover. But no more.
What are you doing?
I am fulfilling my purpose. Doing what needs to be done to release me from my imprisonment. Fair Gauta are not easy to create. It takes time, energy, power. But I do it, because Dead Kel and I have an agreement. He is not as cold as they say. And he has his reasons for being a monster, just as I now have mine. I belong to no one. Kel and I have an agreement. That is all. He has sworn to take me back to civilization. Back to Rathia. Home. But I must create for him enough fair Gauta crewmen to see him through his coming conquests. I possess rare skills, especially so far from the Scholia Arcana. It seems mages are in short supply on Gallows End.
I don't even want to know what you are doing with these corpses.
And you would take me with you? Back to Rathia? I have no need of Dead Kel's bargain if I can find another way to escape Gallows End. I will choose to believe you, but only because I wish to return to my children as the same woman who left them. I cannot become a monster. I am no one. I practiced magic in the Scholia Arcana as an adept. I had a husband and 2 children. The Order asked for volunteers to protect a shipment of goods for the Allmain. I still don't know why I did it. He is one to be feared. Clever and charismatic, the epitome of a rogue. Or at least he was, before his untimely death. I wanted to believe him. Who doesn't want to hear that their dreams can become a reality? At first, I found it serene, an island of quiet in the bustle of our maddening world. But the call of home soon became unbearable. Let's go.
I don't actually think I have a ship right now. But, yeah, whatever experiments she was doing here, I'm glad we stopped them, because yikes. The Black Atoll. Long ago, the black coral reefs behind the island stretched into the sky, threatening to engulf the island whole. Grants permanent +1 mana regeneration. Nice. Oh, I've got another map fragment. Litany to Matharo. Do we already have Matharo's blessing right now? No, we have Turnodon's blessing. Let's wait until that runs out before we slap on another one. But also, I thought I should have more than just 2 map pieces. Didn't I get one from Aubrey? Like, I already had one before, then I got one from Aubrey, and then I got this one just now. This fragment of yellow parchment appears to be part of a Dwergen treasure map. It has the words Ring of the Watcher written on it in Alpha, but the rest is in complicated Dwergen script. It has the words Northern Coast written on it in Alpha. Okay. Storm Point. I'm guessing those are hints as to where the treasure is buried. That's disarmed out. Oh, more map fragments, nice. Alright, let's assemble that. This assembled map depicts the northern coast of Gallows End. Accompanying text has been written in an indecipherable Dwergen script. Shows the location of a valuable Dwergen relic. Okay. I can't actually interact with it, so I'm guessing it will show up on the map. Oh, ouch. Once we get near. I was not paying attention to that. That was my own fault. What other trap is supposed to be here? I'm confused. Seriously? Come on. Okay, she's leaving, that's fine. We're gonna explore the rest of this place before we go back to them. Oh, Merkins. Okay. That nearly ended horribly. Where's the book? Show me. We still haven't found the first one. Mysterious Isle, The Allure of Gallows End 3. Filled with crude sketches and symbols, this book is partially written in Dwergen. 10. The Dwerger in Sol Swatzon. It was only a matter of time before Dwerger sailors captured the island of Gallows End, drawn by its strong natural defenses, shallow inlet, and the protected reef on the northern coast. And while no one ever admitted it openly, they were also attracted by something deeper, a strange, even supernatural compulsion. To establish a permanent presence on the island and to ensure its long-term security, the Dwerger burrowed deep into the island and coastal cliffs, creating a series of wood and mud tunnels called fastings. This network of passages spans the length of the main island, and throughout the smaller islands, scattering the shores and sandbars, suggesting that all the passages are connected. Leader of these industrious dwarfs was the Dwerger berserker Angsvar Solswald, son of Ulston, a lord of Obsidian Isle. Ulston chief perished during the landing on the island, which the Dwerger quickly dubbed Varalin, meaning dangerous in their native tongue. After the death of his father, Solswald proceeded to construct a camp upon the southern beaches of the island and begin work on Gravehall Keep, a monstrous dwelling that is not in keeping with any other Dwergen structure. Artifacts left at the site suggest that Solswald intended to establish a slaving hub, one that could extend the Dwerger's reach far into the western Frostbreak Sea. Well, we know that didn't end too well for them. Probably because the place had an Escaro infestation. So that can kind of put a damper on things. Wait. This way. Okay, now we're back over here. Got it. Oh, that's why we couldn't disarm the others. Got it. Well, that took care of itself, thankfully. Can we actually loot this one? No.